The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
Sliding out of the pocket. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 30. 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Second down and goal. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on second and 10. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. Here's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
How about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Again, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Room here to run. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes finding Gray on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
You know, it cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called it
touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Crossing route complete to Ross.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Rodgers out to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now here's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. It almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. very wisely taken knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And some space here. And they work this out past the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers throwing here. That's complete to Dobbs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Green Bay, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver